It's Madden NFL 24, and we have Alexander Johnson, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Eagles and the Jets, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've come in on a nice... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Cook again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Rodgers on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Eagles in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hurts. This one incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here now, third and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The tight end in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Second and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Now Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His fourth catch. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Cook able to escape. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Hardman to return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down in the yard. Going right back to Wilson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play. They'll
try the wide side with Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Here's 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Isaiah Rodgers. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And New York set to take the field. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And out now come the Eagles. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Throw right side. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Look at the big man rumble.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Now a hit and a loose football. It is picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick.
Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jets, 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The New York set to take the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers again now. Caught by Wilson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's third and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second and a couple. Penny up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And an Eagle
Hurts. That's caught by Penny. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. From the 46, here's second down and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman, 53 yards. And the Jets have retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Eagles 24.
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There's Nicole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that. Charles, defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And here's Rodgers on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
On first down, Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Desmond Ridder strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
And he will not have a chance here to try for another touchdown. He'll sit tight, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Penny. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now you look down there, you see Rashad Penny in some discomfort. So we're going to get an injury stoppage here, at least for the moment. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
they really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
Hurts fumbles it. They'll start with the option. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, nice move. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
New York set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer. There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 39. A terrific run there by Penny. 46 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
Hurts fumbles it, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting a quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does, but most of the time the quarterback swings the ball away from his body, and in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second down, here's Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy that's going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Rodgers. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now a 2nd and 6. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Bawden. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, Hurts. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Cook. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Again, it's Cook. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Zerline's kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Hurts. That route pass complete to Goddard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun again to Penny. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
An interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 34. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career. And from midfield. Here's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 41, this is second and a yard. Throwing now is Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play, that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Rodgers to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Rodgers now on third and goal. That's caught by Woods for a Jets touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're going to speed things up here.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Second down. Here's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll come up now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Oh, fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. And they take a knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.